Hello, everyone, and welcome into 2024 WIAA Girls Basketball live on Zaleski Sports. Tonight, we have another Merriwood South Conference matchup. My name is Cale Jacoby alongside Bailey Miller doing the production here tonight. Same two teams, different gym that we saw a week ago when Auburndale took down Stratford 56-49 a week ago today. 56-49, the final score in that one. It's the Auburndale Eagles on the road, though, in this one against the Stratford Tigers. Stratford, we'll start with Auburndale as they go through their starting lineups. In the starting lineup tonight, it is number 14, Gracie Hasenorl, number 22, Sydney Wolf, number 24, Rose Hasenorl, number 34, Maya Krings, and number 42, Maya Katzenberger. A little bit different starting lineup than we saw in that Stratford-Auburndale game. It's Katzenberger in the starting lineup for Schulte here to start this game. For Auburndale, they're coached by Coach Owie. They're for the Auburndale Eagles, and they come into this game at 10-3 overall, 7-0 in conference play this season. Auburndale currently tied with the Assumption Royals for first place in the Merriwood South Conference. Of course, neither those teams have yet to play. They will play in about a week and a half, January 22nd. Assumption and Auburndale will play. But tonight it's Stratford, and for the Stratford Tigers, they come in at 6-8 overall, 4-4 in conference play, tied for second in the Merriwood South. Their starters at guard, it is Carly Pankratz. Carly Pankratz, Lainey Pankratz, Sailor Kaufman. Again, I jumped the gun. No Kayla Casperson in the starting lineup in this one. Number 23, it's Ashley Hollitz. And rounding out the starting five is Tria Tubbs for the Stratford Tigers here in this one. Again, Carly Pankratz getting the start here tonight. Again, both these teams with different starting lineups than we saw the last time they played. One change for each team. For Auburndale, Katzenberger in the starting lineup. For Schulte and for Stratford, it is the freshman Carly Pankratz into the starting lineup for Kayla Casperson. And Casperson and Tubbs tied at around 8.2, or exactly 8.2 points per game for Stratford this year, leading the team. Casperson will come off the bench tonight. To jump, it will be Katzenberger, who leads the Eagles in scoring this season, to jump with Tria Tubbs. Just about set to get underway here tonight. And you may have already heard, but we've got quite a few games canceled tomorrow night and Saturday. Marshfield girls, they've already canceled their game. I think a lot of schools not canceling school as well tomorrow. A lot of snow expected in this area, and especially even more in the southeast than where we are right now in Stratford. Sydney Wolf starts things off with a jump shot for the Eagles. So again, I think we still have about half our games still on the schedule for tomorrow night, but there's a chance. I mean, definitely a lot of them will be canceled, and a lot of them in the central Wisconsin area I think for sure will be. But stay tuned and keep an eye on that Zaleski Sports broadcast schedule for updates to that list for tomorrow night. Again, if we're not broadcasting them, if you see them come off the broadcast schedule, that's not because we're deciding not to go there. It's because the game's not happening. That'll be likely the reason for that, with the blizzard coming through tomorrow, and I think a little bit on Saturday as well. Hollitz, Stratford with the ball here, looking to score on their first possession. Again, they lost to Auburndale by 7 points a week ago today. Tubbs lost the ball and has it stolen away by Katzenberger. First turnover of the game. It wasn't an incredibly cleanly played game a week ago today, and Stratford had more turnovers, but both struggled a little bit taking care of the basketball. Again, we talked about it a week ago. Auburndale, a very young team, underclassmen-heavy team this year for the Eagles. Stratford, a few more upperclassmen than Auburndale, but probably equally as inexperienced in terms of varsity playing time coming into this season, and that deep two missed by Rose Hasenorl that time. Back come the Tigers the other way in transition. No good from Hollett. And it's the Eagles back the other way. Krings steps back at the right wing. Skips over to Gracie Hasenorl. Back to Krings right wing. Top of the key now to Rose Hasenorl. Back to Gracie attacking the basket. Pass inside. Deflected away. Krings comes up with it. As Auburndale just trying to work their offense here, and Hasenorl lost it. Gracie just dropped the ball, and that's going to be the first turnover of the game for the Eagles. And the Tigers the other way leave Kaufman wide open for three. No good. Off back iron from Sailor Kaufman. And it's Auburndale back the other way. Krings to the top for Gracie Hasenorl. Back right wing for Krings. High post. It's Katzenberger off glass and rim. No good. Battle for the rebound here. And we'll see. A whistle and a travel going to be called against Tria Tubbs. She kind of rolled over there as she had the ball, and that'll be a travel. So that will go down as a turnover for Stratford. Hasenorl to inbound. Sydney Wolf wide open off the inbound, but Stieber wound up being there. Rather, Carly Pankratz was there for the help defense to force the miss. And the Tigers come back with it the other way. Hollitz, the skip over to Kaufman, thought about the three, step through move inside, and she's fouled on the shot. And we'll see who they get on the foul here. They will call Sydney Wolf for the foul. Be her first personal, team first. And Sailor Kaufman to the free throw line for two. That one misses short. And Kaufman goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line there. The Eagles pushing the other way. Rose Hasenorl, a lane to the basket. Pankratz quickly kind of closes that lane up. Skip over here to Krings. Krings, I think Katzenberger wanted it in the post. She wanted Krings to dribble over and get it to her in the post, but Krings swung it the other way. Katzenberger inside. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. I can tell you, that's probably the most frustrating thing for a post player when you want the ball in there and you're asking for it and the ball gets swung to the other side. Then you got to reposition, go to the other side of the court, and it's almost like a receiver running a route in football and you think you're open and you don't get the ball. It's kind of similar to that. It can be frustrating for a post player in there. Katzenberger to the line, knocks down the first and knocks down the second. Auburndale starts off with a quick 4-0 lead here in the first 3 minutes. Again, last game I think was a little bit higher scoring than I expected, 56-49 with some of the games Stratford has had this year, holding teams to 20 points and winning games like 27-23. I think was a Edgar score. Maybe they scored in the 30s in that game, but again, defensive battles. I think defensive battle to be expected again here tonight. And again, last game was a little bit higher scoring than even I guess anticipated. Going into that one here so far, it's 4-0, and that is deflected out of bounds. They say off of Stratford, and it'll be Auburndale ball, and we might have an injury here. Looks like Kaufman on the floor. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with 14:32 left in the first half from Stratford High School after this on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Partners Bank. We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
All right, welcome back, everybody. Sailor Kaufman is off the court. She had looked like a right leg injury, and she was carried off the court. So we wish her the best and hope that that's not as serious as it looked. She was down on the floor for a couple of minutes and wound up being carried off, and it looked like her right leg is what was injured there. But wish the best and hope that she can get back on the court and get healthy as soon as possible. Again, hope that it looked worse than it is. That's the hope, because it didn't look good. Battle for the ball here. It's Stratford ball off the Auburndale turnover. Lainey Pankratz with it at the top of the key, and she had Stieber, but skips it over to Hollitz. Hollitz looking, finds Tubbs at the top of the key. Tubbs drives back outside to Stieber. Stieber was probably the best. I could look back at my book, but I think she led the Tigers in scoring, maybe along with Carly Pankratz in the last game against Auburndale, as Pankratz will go to the free throw line for 2 shots here, as that foul will go against Rose Hasenorl. First personal, team second. And the freshman Pankratz to the free throw line. She knocks down the first. Again, I've said it probably every Stratford game I've called this year. Just in the games that I have seen, Pankratz has been the most consistent jump shooter for Stratford this year. Probably sound like a broken record at this point saying that, but what are you going to do? Rose Hasenorl left wing. Mid-range jump shot here from Maya Katzenberger, no good off glass. Offensive rebound, though. Rose Hasenorl with it. Skips it over to Maya Krings. Pass inside back to Katzenberger. Back out to Krings. Skip over to Rose Hasenorl. She goes baseline, and she's got to be careful. She's not going to shuffle her feet, and she does. It'll be the third turnover for the Eagles. And you kind of see that coming. She was kind of falling off balance and just shuffle those feet a little bit on the floor. Again, that's where she did jump stop, but just a little off balance. Pankratz into Tubbs. Tubbs skips it out to Stieber. Tries the three. That one no good. Too strong from Stieber. Tubbs the shot no good. And Wolf with the rebound. 4-2 your score, and again, it's been one of those games to start this one off, a defensive battle. Again, it's what we expected. It's what a lot of it's what a lot of Marywood games are, whether it's girls or boys basketball, really. A lot of times they do come down to lower scoring defensive battle type games. It's just usually a conference where they play pretty solid defense. And again, these two teams with a very inexperienced coming into this season, so still trying to find that groove offensively this year. 4-2 Auburndale. Timeout on the floor. 12:40 left. We'll take another break. Be back with more Marywood South girls basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Malachi from Northside Computers and Cellular. We are currently offering a great savings of 2 phone lines for $50, and it includes unlimited talk, text, and data. Stop down at Northside Computers and Cellular, 907 South Central Avenue, Marshfield, to see how you can save on your internet, cable, and phone bills. We have the best providers under one roof.
2 phone lines, $50. Get mobile, internet, and television all under one roof. Northside Computer and Cellular of Marshfield.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Auburndale leads 4-2 over Stratford. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Laney Pankratz left wing three is good. Laney Pankratz from downtown, and just like that, the Tigers have the lead. It was 4-0 Auburndale to start things off for the first few minutes. We went scoreless for a while, and a couple scores from Stratford, and just like that, Auburndale retakes the lead. Maya Katzenberger on the inside. She's got 4 points. Pankratz over to Carly Pankratz. Again, I got to make sure I'm using first names with some of the players here tonight as Stieber misses the three. And we got a few players on the floor, both teams that have the same last name, so try to remember. And there's one right there, Rose Hasenorl. Left wing here, it's Stieber. Screen from Hollitz, up top to Carly Pankratz. Now over to Laney Pankratz. Zilke, Emily Zilke into the game for Stratford now. She's looking for it in the post, won't get it. Hollitz, the drive inside, little step through move, left hand layup off glass, no good. Kylie Anderson into the game now for Auburndale, and she lost the ball, had it stolen away by Ashley Hollitz, and she goes to the basket. She's fouled. Ashley Hollitz will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Again, Hollitz, as that foul is going to go against Gracie Hasenorl. Hollitz has been Stratford's best defender this season. And haven't been to a good chunk of their games here this year. There's one game that Dan and I decided we had to interview her as the player of the game. She didn't have a point offensively, and usually, of course, the players we interview have a lot of points, but we had to interview her because she did such a great job defending Michaela Workus for the Egger Wildcats that night. There's a missed layup from Rose Hasenorl. Gets her own rebound, though, and now a foul, and it will remain Auburndale ball. And they get Laney Pankratz on the foul, her first personal. Gracie Hasenorl to inbound here. 6-6 your score. Just about 7 minutes through this first half. Pass into Krings. The jump shot from Krings is short. You don't see Krings take a lot of shots. He had an open look, though, there. No good on it. Stratford rebound, and out of bounds. Stays with Stratford. So it'll be Tiger basketball. And the deep pass here is deflected out of bounds by Wolf, and that's one that maybe Coach Christofferson is a little worried about when that pass is in the air. That one, if it was a little deeper, could have worked. It's kind of an over-the-shoulder fly route in football, and that's going to be over and back on Ashley Hollitz. Score remains 6-6 here. 7 minutes through. Anderson over to Gracie Hasenorl. Kick out here to Krings. Steps through, and a whistle and a foul. And that's going to go against Laney Pankratz. It's her second here the first half. We'll see if Coach Christofferson thinks about making a change there with Laney's second foul. Anderson out to Hasenorl. Back out to Krings. Skip over to Anderson. Anderson attacks and has it stolen away by Carly Pankratz. 5th turnover for Auburndale here in the first half. Laney Pankratz left wing. Takes the ball screen from Tubbs. Looking for a pick and roll there, but Gracie Hasenorl does a nice job defensively of being there and recovering. Carly Pankratz is fouled here. And that is going to go against Breely Grimm. Her first personal, team 4th. Hollitz drives inside. Drive inside here. It's Emily Zilke. Emily Zilke for 2. And the Tigers now go up 8-6. And we got another whistle here. This is going to be a foul against the Tigers. Maya Kring's driving. That'll go against Ashley Hollitz. Pass inside here. Sydney Wolf, no good on the little underhand shot. And another foul here. It'll be 2 free throws for Breely Grimm. Foul goes against Tria Tubbs, her first. Team 5th. And free throw no good from Grimm. Again, now it's time. This is Bailey, our producer's last game here of the season, right? Yep. Bailey told me during the break, I quote, to say something out of pocket, end quote. That's what I was told to do, and I vaguely know what that phrase means. I vaguely know what that means. How about does that qualify as out of pocket? Calling you out during the broadcast for that? All right, no. Oh, it's 8-7. Stratford leads Auburndale. 9:35 left here in this first half. I've got too much Zaleski Sports Show energy in me from the show yesterday with Dan Ross. Just going to be saying crazy things all day, all night. Nearly a turnover there goes, or no, it is a turnover, excuse me, off the hands of Emily Zilke. And it'll be Auburndale basketball. $9:20 remaining here in this first half as Taylor Anderson brings it up here for Auburndale. And a turnover. That one, I think it's just a pass out of bounds. Or just lost the ball out there. And possession goes back to the Tigers. Pankratz top of the key. Stratford leads it by 1 here, and this has been probably as low scoring of an effort as maybe close to what I expected to see last week. Again, just knowing how Stratford games tend to go, it's really just hard-fought battles defensively. And Maya Krings comes up with a steal here. In transition, a chance for some easy points, and she got it. Maybe got away with a travel there, but, hey, if the referee doesn't see it, it didn't happen. That's the rule. And she scores it, and it's 9-8 Auburndale. In transition here, Lainey Pankratz misses. Eagles back the other way. And again, I think that's, if you're either of these teams, what you're looking for, can you get some of this defense to turn into offense for you in this game a little bit? Because both teams are forcing turnovers. Both teams are, I think, outside of the turnovers, playing pretty sound defensively. And again, can you get some of those turnovers to lead to points? I think that's what you're kind of looking for right now. And there's going to be another one. Stieber comes up with a steal. Can she turn it into points? She'll have it stolen away by Krings. And Krings launches up the court to Wolf. Up to Grimm, a whistle, and a travel. Travel call against Breely Grimm. Katzenberger checks in for Grimm, 9-8. Auburndale leads it on the road here in this Merriwood South Conference matchup. Again, Auburndale looking to stay undefeated in conference play so far this season. Stratford is 4-4 in conference play. Auburndale, I believe, now has played every team in the Merriwood except for Assumption. And of course, Assumption is the #1 ranked team in Division 5. Auburndale Division 4 basketball team. That shot's blocked by Stieber. And Assumption, Assumption, we talked about it on the Zaleski Sports Show yesterday with Dan Ross. Assumption just beat Neilsville, a consistent powerhouse for girls basketball. They beat Neilsville for the first time in school history last week, or earlier this week. Days go together. One of these days, one of the last few days that happened. Wolf misses on that jump shot. Stieber top of the key. So, again, it'll be fun to see Auburndale and Assumption match up. And two teams can't stay undefeated in conference all year long. Emily Zilke scores that one on the inside. Again, Assumption, those two teams did match up, or when they match up, I should say. Again, Assumption, they're beating a lot of teams this year. I'll just put it that way. They're looking pretty good. Pretty good as they have the last few years. That inside shot missed by Katzenberger. Battle for the rebound. Stieber comes up with it. Stratford in transition. A contested three here from Pankratz, no good. Again, really just haven't been a lot of open looks for either team so far. I mean, it's not that we've had open looks that are just missed. It's really not a lot of both these defenses really not allowing much, as Kring's got a good look there, misses. And that foul will go against Stratford. That goes against Cassidy Downey into the game now for Stratford. Again, Kayla Casperson now in for the Tigers as well. And I think, having done a lot of the Stratford games early in this season, we're seeing a few different players out there in the lineup, different players in the starting lineup, like Cassidy Downey, a player that coming out into the game. And I think Coach Christofferson likely just looking for a player to try to get something going offensively here, or a rotation, a group of players that can get a little bit of a groove going here. As Casperson short on that three. Again, I think Auburndale sometimes in a similar spot. Some of these games, I think I don't have the points per game in front of me, but Auburndale averages more, I believe, than Stratford this season. But similarly with Auburndale, with a young team, it's trying to figure out. You're probably going to go pretty deep into your bench. As Zilke with the and one. Emily Zilke, 4-2. Count the shot. She'll go to the line for one more. They get the foul on Lily Belanti. Getting the freshman Belanti in for the first time tonight. Got my book in front of me. She was our Highlight House player of the game along with Hope Schulte. Last game she had, I think, 16 points. And speaking of both those players, this is the first time they've been in the game tonight. Again, when I say I think both these teams trying to figure out what groupings work well offensively together a little bit. We got a prime example, I think, tonight. Hope Schulte and Lily Belanti are two players of the game from our game last week. And Belanti was the one that had the big offensive game in that game. First time they're seeing the floor so far here tonight. That shot up and no good. Pass inside here. They're going to Zilke again, and Emily Zilke giving this Stratford Tigers team a jolt offensively tonight. She has got 8 first-half points, 4 for 5 from the field. The Tigers lead it 14-9. We'll step aside. Be back with more Merriwood South girls basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Welcome back, everybody. Stratford leads Auburndale 14-9 here in this first half, and I think the story of the first half has been Emily Zilke for the Tigers. She's got 8 of the 14 Tiger points. Zilke is somebody that comes off the bench for this team, and she's had one moment for me with her that sticks out this year was the overtime game against Athens earlier this year that Stratford wound up losing in overtime, but they forced an overtime game against a pretty good Athens team. You could say a really good Athens team, especially when they're healthy with Levicki in that lineup, but still a couple of scores there as well. And here's a foul against Auburndale. They're going to get Belanti, Stratford ball, but if you're a Stratford fan and you watch that Athens game, you'll remember that she had 2 and 1s, back-to-back and 1s, converted the free throws on both to get Stratford into that overtime period. She was really the key difference to even get Stratford into overtime to begin with those 2 and 1s, those late 6 points. So she's shown flashes here this season, and I think Coach Christofferson might be hoping maybe it's a little more than flashes, and get a player where you can go down into the post where can score consistently. Tubbs has given that in few different moments here this year for the Tigers as well. But again, Zilke, the sophomore. It's a couple of big moments this year for the Tigers. Hasenorl, kick outside here to Krings. Krings, the jumper is short, no good. Rebound for Katzenberger is good. Maya Katzenberger with the putback. And Katzenberger has got 6 points tonight. Pass inside again to Zilke, going with a little up and under. Lost the ball, but she's fouled. See who they get here. Might be Katzenberger. Nope, it'll be the freshman Lily Belanti picking up. I have it down as her third personal. I don't know if that's right. I might have put an X on her twice. Doesn't seem right. Yeah, I'll check at halftime. I've got it marked down as 3 right now. My book could be wrong. As Zilke goes to the line, no good on the bonus free throw. Schulte with the rebound. And the Eagles back the other way. Belanti in the corner. Drives baseline, finds Katzenberger. Little mid-range jumper is good from Maya Katzenberger. And just like that, Katzenberger with 8 points here in this first half. And Auburndale reclaims the lead. They have gone on a 6-0 run now. They were down 14-9. And just like that, out of the timeout, 6-0 for the Eagles. Hand off to Pankratz outside to Casperson now. Casperson finds Zilke. She lost the ball out of bounds there. That's one where Zilke, a post player, probably rather have her just get position in the post than driving with the left baseline there. But again, that's all part of it. You know, we talked about new players. It's all part of it. It's each player kind of knowing what each other likes to do or what their strengths are on the floor, figuring out how to play together, and it takes time. It takes time to do that, especially when you have mixed. It's not all seniors where these players have played together for forever. As that's going to be stolen away, and attacking the basket here is good from Cassidy Downey. Her first 2 points of the game. Auburndale's 10th first half turnover. 2:50 remaining here, a 1-point Stratford lead. Hasenorl right wing, kicks it to Krings, and she tosses it out of bounds. And she was trying to get it to Katzenberger, it looked like, in the post, but just missed her out of bounds. And it remains 16-15, your score. We'll take a quick break. Be back with more Merriwood South girls basketball action after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
You'll read some. Welcome back, everybody. 16-15, Stratford leads Auburndale here in this one. 16-15 your score. 2:40 left in this first half. We got a carry violation against Cassidy Downey. As it'll be Auburndale basketball. Kylie Anderson into the game now. Looks like Hope Schulte back in. Rose Hasenorl back in. Krings right wing. Rose Hasenorl short corner. That one deflected away. Stolen away by Downey. And Auburndale, they're trying to get it into the post here. They're trying to get, I think, either Schulte or Katzenberger touches in the post, but man, Stratford's really doing a nice job of defending with one hand in front. That's the best way to do it. A lot of times you'll see A lot of times you'll see players defend post players by either getting their whole body in front of them, which opens it up for a backdoor pass, or they just stand behind them and let them catch it in the post. And Stratford's not doing that. They do not do that. They get a hand in front. If you pass it in there, they give them a hand and a foot in front, I should say, and then give yourself a chance to get in there and get a steal if the pass comes in. Here's the skip over to Hasenorl. Kick out to Krings. Auburndale going to take their time here, and again, I say this on probably every single broadcast we do, but there is no need to rush as Krings gets an open shot and she knocks this one down. There is no need to rush up any possession at any point in high school basketball in Wisconsin because there's no shot clock. There is, and that's, again, what coaches will say, there's no need. You could pass the ball around for and again, it's something that a lot of us at Zaleski Sports have talked about. I think Jason has made public comments probably about it. People can have an opinion about should there be a shot clock, should there not be. It always gets voted down. It gets put up, always gets voted down by the coaches. But the fact of the matter is there is no shot clock. So when you come into these games, if you don't get a good shot, again, there's no harm in working that ball around until you find a good shot. And again, it might not be fun for fans to watch all the time, but again, if you're trying to win a basketball game, just move that ball around, cut, set screens until you get a good shot. I mean, and I think that's what Auburndale did that last possession. They probably had it for about a minute and a half. Finally, and Maya Krings got open there, took the shot, knocked it down. And here's a Stratford turnover. 45 seconds left. Was I getting close to something controversial there, Bailey? No? Okay. Bailey's asking for controversial comments out of me, and it's hard to just inorganically create those. Maybe if I say I prefer that if there were a shot clock, is that controversial? I got to say it in a different way, right? You got to blanket it in more of a confrontational language. I won't do that though. Not today. Not tonight. 13 turnovers there as Auburndale. That'll be a double. Well, no, excuse me. Double dribble, or not a double dribble. I don't know what the call was there. I think it just went out of bounds. Just deflected out of bounds. Remains Auburndale ball as they lead it 17-16 here. Now with 25 seconds left. Again, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it this time. But, yep, Rose Hasenorl jump shot, and she knocks it down. So many times this year, when there's 20 seconds on the clock, I say, oh, they're probably going to hold it for one shot, and it never happens anymore. Teams never hold it for the one shot anymore. They take a shot right away, and it's been working. I mean, Auburndale knocked it down, and a quick turnover there as Carly Pankratz comes up with a steal. What a way to finish the half there for Stratford as Auburndale will not get a shot off. Stratford goes on a mini 4-0 run to end the half, and we're tied up at halftime. 20-20 is your score. Auburndale, Stratford. We're going to take another break, and actually we're going to – how about this? Let's take a look at our Marathon All Access for this week. Again, we are following the Marathon Red Raiders boys and girls basketball teams all year long. Behind-the-scenes footage that's coming up right now on Zaleski Sports.
Marathon Red Raiders All Access is sponsored by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan. Promises kept, plain and simple. Visit securityhealth.org today.
Keep working. Come on, 20 seconds. Rebounder, keep working. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Let's just have the prime player start with it and go chase. Throw it to that side. Just go. Yep. Just go chase it. Go. Good, good. That's good. One-on-one. Nice. You must see the rim and then make a decision. Okay? Quicker decision. Let's go. Go. See it. Move it. See it. Move it. See it. Attack it. Shoot it. There you go. Good take, Danny. Outlet, I think there's times where, go ahead, cut, Maven. You know, if I go here, I don't need to get all the way down here. I can just get to here, and then look, I've got 1 or 2 options on that side that I can kick that ball And that's great. That really makes the defense work then, right? That creates a long closeout. All right, Addie, go. Cut, Maven, go.
My name is Maddie, and I beat cancer. Friday, we're doing a game against Prentice, and we're raising money for Children's Miracle Network. And they've helped me a lot. I'm a miracle child this year, and I'm doing a lot of things to help them raise money. Being in sports, I played all throughout my treatment. I played all 4 years of high school. I played in middle school. So I just wanted to keep with it, and I knew like if I kept doing that, like it would just help me boost my confidence. I'm thankful for the whole community. They really came together and helped raise money for me at the beginning of all my treatment, and my parents are always a big support. My brothers, my whole family, and just everyone around in the community was a support. I just kept a positive mindset, and I didn't let anything let me down because I knew I was going to beat it, and I didn't want to let it beat me. It was a pretty good feeling. I mean, finding out that I was cancer-free, I knew that like that was my biggest achievement I was ever gonna make in my life. My message to anyone who's going through this is just to stay positive and always look at the good. Even though there's gonna be bad days, just think about all the positives. Have as much fun as you can. Keep your mind distracted.
Offensively, we know that it's always whatever, and I really feel like kids are, the more comfortable you become passing and catching the ball, squaring. Emma and Miley, I thought you did a really nice job of seeing the rim and then making decisions, whether that be to attack or pass. Guards, I thought we moved it pretty well, and second half, I thought we were better offensively, and it showed. Give yourself a clap, 1, 2, 3. Nice job. All right. We know we're a young team. But enjoy this, okay? This is a really great win for you. Prentice is a pretty good team. They've played a lot of the Edgar's tough. They played Stratford tough, you saw. Girls, we've got second half of the conference season coming starting next week. Now it's our time. And we show how much better and better and better we're getting. Give yourself a clap, 1, 2, 3. Without further ado, and we have one more thing after this, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Yes! All right. Meadow has the game ball, okay? We will get everybody and get their autograph. Yeah. Okay? And that ball, man, come on up. Yeah. This ball's going to Mappy. Come on over. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Let's go. Break it down. 50-50, and then we're going to do that pass the hat thing. We'll let you know. Please help us out. We are together. We are family.
We should do it the whole time. No, just okay. Just let it die.
Well,
We had a conversation when we found out what was happening tonight, and it's a doubleheader, and we wanted to make people aware that officials are people too, so we took our game checks and donated it to the cause tonight. So we're not looking for individual recognition. We just happen to be the lucky crew that was assigned to this night, and we heard what was going on. We thought it was an opportunity for us to bring the human side of officiating to basketball, because when you're playing or your children are playing, it's a big deal if there's a foul called or not a foul. But what we've learned through high school sports and sports in general is there's a lot bigger lessons in life, and this was an opportunity for us to be a part of it. So that's why we chose to help out tonight. So, and I will say that we were just lucky enough to be assigned. There's anybody as a part of the officiating community in Central Wisconsin that could have been assigned to this tonight that probably would have done the same thing.
Congrats on your senior year, Maddie, and for always giving your all to everything you do. Sending love to you.
Everybody stand and give these two courageous young ladies a huge round of applause.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Before we get started in action, I have to say a quote that my producer wants me to say. My producer, Bailey, wants me to tell everybody that, let me see if I can get these exact words right. My producer, Bailey, used to play basketball in school, but she really sucked, so she doesn't anymore, and that's why she's producing. That's what she wanted me to tell everybody. That's what she wanted me to say. And we're trying to talk about different things at halftime here, keep the people entertained. And she's been wanting hot takes. I've been told to give hot takes tonight, and that's my take. That's my hot take for the night. Bailey was a terrible high school basketball player. There you go. You asked for it. I said it. You are welcome. It's 20-20 as we get set to start the second half. We are playing basketball tonight. 20-20 Auburndale Stratford, a tight ball game, just like the first one was, really, between these two teams here in this game. Rose Hosenoral attacks here. Same starting five. Katzenberger just misses on the bank shot there, and a whistle. That went out of bounds. And ball goes to Stratford. And again, this game, this is my second time seeing Auburndale. The last game I saw them live was when they played Stratford and beat Stratford last week. But I've seen Stratford this is probably my 7th or 8th time seeing the Stratford girls team play this year. Most of those games alongside Dan Leonard. And again, this is not a surprise that this is the score, that we're 20-20 at halftime. That's going to be an offensive foul on Carly Pankratz, but this is how the Tigers have really played all year. It's been, and give them credit, they do a good job defensively. It's not just the teams they play can't score or something like that. The Tigers do a good job defensively, and this is the game. This is the kind of game they want to play in, based on how they played this season. This is how this has gone. 20-20 in the first half feels like perhaps it's how Stratford wants to play. It definitely is. They want these low-scoring games. They want a kind of tough, hard-nosed defensive games. As Rose Hasenorl knocks down the corner three there. It's her fifth point of the night for Rose Hasenorl. That's going to be a turnover for Stratford. In transition, Hasenorl to Hasenorl. Rose to the basket for two. Rose Hasenorl, back-to-back buckets. And that was a deep two that Rose hit before. Not a three, deep two. So 4 points for Rose here in the second half. She's got the Eagles going on the offensive end. And that's going to be another Stratford turnover, stolen away by Sydney Wolf. Back the other way come the Eagles. Hasenorl skips it over to Wolf. That one deflected away to Krings. Krings attacks the basket. Back to Hasenorl. Hasenorl stepping through, now kicking out to Rose Hasenorl. Again, got to remember to say these first names. Kick out into the corner, short corner jump shot. Gracie Hasenorl no good at short. Krings on the rebound, battles for it, and gets her shot blocked by Emily Zilke. Tigers the other way. Zilke's had a nice night tonight for this Tiger team, and she starts the second half. That is a new addition to this starting five here in the second half. Zilke, Emily Zilke in that starting lineup. And there's a whistle and a foul. And again, I've talked about it before, talked about it tonight. You look at Stratford and Coach Christofferson, I think, again, we saw a little bit different starting five than we've typically seen to come into this game with, we double check, Sailor Kaufman, with Carly Pankratz in the starting lineup. And now Sailor Kaufman, of course, went down with that injury. That might be why we have him. I'm sure that is why Emily Zilke in that starting lineup. But you never know. Or in the starting five to start the second half, you never know. She had 8 points in that first half, now a block. She's played well. May have just played well and played her way to start the second half regardless. Who knows? But Hollett's going to take the mid-range pull-up. No good. And this one deflected out. And Rose Hasenorl in transition up with the lay-in. And she got called for the charge there. Again, those are ones that are close. Sometimes you can get away with a little half chicken wing. Sometimes you can get away with it, but that time referee said she pushed off just a little bit too much, and a charge call is the call. Back the other way come the Tigers. Pankratz into the corner for Carly Pankratz, and she's short on the three. Tubbs on the rebound, has it blocked by Katzenberger. Battle for the ball, and here's Rose Hasenorl again. In transition, she's fouled this time, and both Lainey Pankratz and Rose Hasenorl fall hard to the floor. 2 free throws for Hasenorl coming up. Hasenorl knocks down the first. She's now got 7 points here in tonight's game. And 2 for 2 from the free throw line there for Rose Hasenorl. 8 points for Rose Hasenorl in this game. Carly Pankratz brings it up. The Eagles are on a 6-0 run to start this second half. Tubbs pass inside. Casperson in the game now finds Zilke. Has her shot blocked by Sydney Wolf. Sydney Wolf's done a nice job defensively so far tonight for the Eagles. Couple of block shots, couple of steals. Maya Krings jump shot. Gracie Hasenorl. Gracie Hasenorl gets on the board for the first time tonight, and Coach Christofferson wants a timeout. Auburndale leads it 28-20. We'll take another break. Be back with more Merriwood South girls basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
For 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
All right, thanks to Bailey Miller for playing the wrong commercial to start that commercial break as it's 28-20. Auburndale with the lead. Casperson going to bring it up here for Stratford. Again, this is Bailey's last game of the year. She heads back to Kansas, correct? Yes, Kansas for some colleging. So needs to be called out on every chance we can get. That's orders from the top. That's orders from Jason. As there's 2 points from Kayla Casperson. Or excuse me, Ashley Hollett's mid-range jumper. That 3 no good, I believe, from Wolf. Maya Krings handles it at the top of the key. A little step-through move inside to Katzenberger. And Katzenberger will head to the line for 2 shots. Or no, on the floor. I think that was called on the floor. That time if you're Katzenberger, you had that lane. Maybe if she would have went a little bit quicker, a power dribble a little bit quicker in there, she may have had 2 points. Hesitated just a bit, the freshman Katzenberger. Again, that's, regardless of, what happens this season, obviously Auburndale, look at their record. They're 10-3, 7-0 in conference. Very good start to the season. But regardless of what happens, I think record-wise, for this Auburndale team, that's a really nice move there from Maya Katzenberger. She's got 10 points. Little up and under step through move there and good at the rim. But I think regardless of, what Auburndale's final record is this season or what happens in the postseason and what happens when they match up with Assumption, regardless, if you're an Auburndale fan, got to feel pretty excited about the future of this team when you've got just really mostly freshmen, sophomores out there on the floor. And Katzenberger has led them in scoring all year, and she's got 10 points tonight. And she has the Dan Ross seal of approval, the endorsement from Dan Ross a couple of weeks ago on the Zaleski Sports Show. Dan Ross said that is the Auburndale player that impressed him the most in that game. That's the player he called out. So when you get the approval from Dan Ross, that's like just the highest praise one can get in high school basketball. Holletz, kick out to Zilke, attacks with the left hand, a little step through move, short on the lay-in. Again, Dan Ross has got probably, if you want to hear Dan Ross call some games, I recommend it. Tune into some Marathon girls or boys basketball games. It'll probably be Dan Ross on the call. And maybe you've heard him already if between Auburndale Stratford games. And I know you have if you're a Stratford fan because I was with him at Stratford and Marathon's first game of the season when Stratford won. But if you have a chance, watch a Marathon boys game. Number one, they're a great team. But number two, you're probably going to get to hear a very unconventional, wonky thing that Dan's going to say about Grant Warren attacking the basket. A couple of times he was kicking around kids in there. He was tearing down buildings in Tokyo one night, according to Dan. Grant Warren's doing crazy things there at Marathon, according to Dan Ross. Turnover here. Stratford pushes the other way. It's Kayla Casperson. And we have a foul on the pass inside to Cassidy Downey. But I kid you not, Dan Ross was talking about Grant Warren kicking down buildings just in Tokyo for the Marathon Red Raiders. That's what was happening apparently. I mean, that's a pretty long arms, pretty long legs to stretch from Marathon City, Wisconsin, all the way to Tokyo to knock down buildings. I would say that's pretty impressive. But Grant Warren's a tall guy; he could do it. Here's Auburndale the other way. Get back to the game. Belanti kick out here to Rose Hasenorl. Again, the Eagles lead this thing by 8 points. They've opened up a lead here, nearly make it 10, but Wolf misses on the interior shot. Again, this game far from out of reach at just 8 points. And Stratford went on a bit of a scoring run, I think, to start the second half when these two teams matched up for the first time here this season. And that got him right back into the game, and it was a close finish as that foul goes against Maya Krings, her first personal. She'll check out. Kylie Anderson will check in. 30-22 your score. The pass in here to Lainey Pankratz. Drives with the left, kick to the corner for Holletz. Hollitz outside to Pankratz once again. Step back now to Casperson. She'll attack. A little floater is blocked by Wolf, but a foul. And Auburndale's bench not happy with that call. And they called Sydney Wolf on that, and that was close. To the naked eye, it did look like a block from this angle. Again, the referee down there has got a better look, but that called a foul. And here's the explanation from a referee. It's on the body. Said Sydney Wolf went into the defender, so it wasn't on the block, it wasn't on the swipe on the block, it was on the body, which is usually what happens. Usually when you see that, when you see a block that you think looked like a clean block, as I believe Belanti or Anderson traveled with it there. But usually in the sport of basketball, when you see what looks like a clean block and it's called a foul, usually it means the player probably got him on the body somewhere, at least that's what the referee saw. It's usually not on the actual block itself. Usually comes below, foul on the body. And that's what we had there. Downey attacks, kick to the corner to Hollitz. Finds Casperson for three, and it's good from Kayla Casperson. As said, game not over yet. Of course, 8-point game with so much time left. Of course it's not, but just like that, a couple of baskets, and it's a 3-point game. Belanti, right wing. Again, another thing we got to talk about when these two teams match up, Marywood South teams, rivalries are real. They are real, and that's going to be turned over. Casperson in transition for two. Kayla Casperson coming alive offensively here for the Tigers. She's got 7 second-half points, 9 total. She leads all Tigers in scoring now. But again, that's another thing. These Marywood South games are usually going to be pretty close, partially because, I mean, in this conference especially, in a lot of conference games, you just don't want to lose to a conference rival, especially not at home. There's a kick over to Grimm. Finds Belanti. Belanti attacks, little mid-range jump shot, up and good from Lily Belanti. And that was her first shot attempt of the game. Again, I think she had 3 threes, maybe 4, against Stratford when they matched up last week. Had 16 points, a career high for Belanti. And tonight, just taking the one shot, but she knocks it down. Here's 2 points for Ashley Hollitz. And Eagles with a 1-point lead now. Belanti attacks, a blocking foul. I think they're going to get Downey here. No. They get Laney Pankratz. And I think that's number 4. Or number 3 on Laney Pankratz. She'll check out. Carly Pankratz comes in for her. It's like Maya Krings and Maya Katzenberger check in for the Eagles. Hasenerl inbound. It goes high here, and Auburndale doesn't need to be in a rush. I think Auburndale thought that was going to be backcourt. It would not have. No one touched it before it went into the backcourt. That would not have been a backcourt violation, but I think from how Katzenberger played that, I think she thought it was going to be a backcourt violation. Michaela Stieber called for a foul here. (32-31) your score. Gracie Hasenerl to inbound. Wolf in the high post. Pass inside here to Krings. Kick outside. Hasenerl inside back to Krings. Now out to Belanti. Skips it over to Wolf. Wolf attacks as it poked away and nearly stolen away, but it will go out of bounds off of Stratford. Yeah, another thing, usually when you get these Marywood matchups, these interconference matchups, stands usually more full than normal as well, and I think that's the case tonight. Especially the Stratford side, not much room there here for the Tigers. Belanti drives inside, Wolf. Now Belanti will take the jump shot, in and out on the shot. Belanti's got a good shot, shooting stroke as Katzenberger misses there. Or at least a shooting stroke that puts the ball in the basket. The last time these two teams played, Stieber misses on the jump shot there. And a deep shot there, no good. Offensive rebound, Tria Tubbs, and the Tigers have reclaimed the lead. Tria Tubbs, first points of the night. 33-32, Stratford. Wolf inside, off glass, no good. Carly Pankratz brings it up, and a whistle, foul. And we got 1-1 free throws coming up. Both these teams in the bonus. The rest of the way, that foul goes on Maya Krings, her second personal. Belmonte will check out. Rose Hosner checks in. And Carly Pankratz to the free throw line for 1-1. Free throw good for Carly Pankratz. She's got 5 points tonight. Pankratz good. 6 points now tonight for Carly Pankratz. A 3-point Stratford lead now. And Auburndale feels like they need a score here just to curb this Stratford momentum a little bit and try to get something going offensively here. They started the half in a pretty good groove offensively, but in the last few minutes it's gone down a bit. And again, credit to Stratford's defense for that. And both teams playing pretty sound defensively tonight, and offense and points tough to come by. We got a whistle and a foul off the ball here. It's going to go against Emily Zilke. Zilke's first, team 7th, and 1-1 free throws coming up here for the senior Hope Schulte. Schulte looking for her first points of the night. And we're waiting, and now we're good. Ready to shoot free throws here, Hope Schulte. And no good on the first battle for the rebound. Zilke comes up with it. Again, both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. And again, it feels like that, as close as this game is right now, it may just come down to free throw shooting with both teams in the bonus. Which team hits their free throws just may be what this game comes down to now. Pankratz to inbound. Gets it in to Casperson. Casperson over to Zilke, right wing. Zilke now in the high post to Tubbs. Tubbs out to Hollitz. Back to Zilke. Zilke looking, driving. Tough shot, no good. Blocked by Katzenberger. Battle for the rebound and a travel call against Tria Tubbs. Or I think, I believe I'll just say that's a travel on Tria Tubbs. I was thinking for a second maybe it was that Zilke was the first one to touch the ball, but it was a shot. I think you can still touch the ball if you airball a shot. I think you still can be the first one to touch. You can't pass the ball to yourself, be the first one to touch a pass, but here's a three from Schulte, no good. In a battle for the board, Schulte comes up with it, finds Krings. Krings bobbled the ball a bit. It was a bit of a low pass. And now timeout. Coach Alley wants a timeout, and we're going to take another break as well. 35-32 Stratford. Back with more 2024 WIAA girls basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody. 35-32, Auburndale leads Stratford here in this girls basketball Merriwood South matchup. And Auburndale down by 3 with the basketball here. looking to put up some points again. Offense been tough to come by for this Eagle basketball team here in the second half. Pass outside here, Hasenorl. Inside Katzenberger, and she knocks it down. And if you're Auburndale, that might be the player you want to get the ball to even a little bit more. Leading scorer on the season and 12 points on the game. She's been pretty reliable so far here tonight when they've gone down to her in the post. 12 points for Katzenberger. It's a 1-point basketball game now. Stratford working it around here. And she's 5 for 11 from the field, Katzenberger. Just about 50%, 45. My math serves me well. Yeah, I should be able to do that. It's not too difficult to math. Should be able to get that one. Turnover for Stratford, though. And Auburndale will have a chance to take the lead here. Gracie Hasenorl brings it up. Into the corner for Schulte. She's looking to go baseline. Nothing there, and lucky that was not a turnover. As Tubbs, that one just deflected off Tubbs' leg and out of bounds. Schulte that time kind of put herself in the bad spot where she was trying to go baseline, but really good defense by Ashley Hollitz. And as she's played most of this season for the Tigers, and she really just cut Schulte off on the baseline. And nowhere really to go. Here's a steal for the freshman Carly Pankratz. The Tigers the other way. A dangerous pass ahead completed Delaney Pankratz. That one goes off the hands of Carly Pankratz, and that'll be a backcourt violation. Turnover 17 for Stratford tonight. Now coming in for Auburndale will be the freshman Lily Belanti as she checks in for Maya Krings. And Gracie Hasenorl will bring it up here for the Eagles. Casperson defending here, and Hasenorl gets by. Pull up mid-range, J no good. Katzenberger the rebound, count it, and one for Maya Katzenberger. She's got 14 points, and she'll go to the line for one more. Foul goes against Ashley Hollitz, her second personal. And Maya Katzenberger, 14 of Auburndale's 36 tonight. And knocks down that free throw. Make it 15. Katzenberger perfect from the free throw line tonight. She's 3 for 3 now. 2-point lead for Auburndale now as Taylor Anderson gets set to check in for the Eagles. Casperson, right wing. Top of the key here, Delaney Pankratz. Right wing now for Hollitz. Pass inside, Tria Tubbs up with the shot. Counted and one for Tria Tubbs. An and one for Auburndale, and right back, Tria Tubbs says, whatever you can do, I can do better. Counted and one for Tubbs. I didn't see who they called the foul on that time. But now Tubbs heads to the free throw line for an and one opportunity. No good on the shot. 37-37 your score. Pass over here, Gracie Hasenorl. Pass backdoor to Belanti. Lost the ball out of bounds. That went off her foot. Turnover Auburndale. (37-37). About 5 minutes left here in this game. Casperson right wing. Nearly poked away by Hasenorl. Finds Carly Pankratz. Now over to Hollitz. Attacking. Hand off to Casperson to the basket. A foul on the floor. It'll be 1-and-1 free throws for Kayla Casperson. And that foul goes against Gracie Hasenorl. Third personal. Team 9th. Casperson knocks down the free throw. Again, just for reference, again, if you're not an Auburndale fan, this is first or one of the first ones along with maybe the Stratford game. If you're a Stratford fan, you're watching to go through their lineup. I mean, their starting lineup is nearly all freshmen. I mean, most of the players they play are freshmen and sophomores here this season. And Kayla Casperson knocks down both free throws and gives the Tigers the lead, 39-37. That's out of bounds and off of Auburndale. Possession goes to Stratford. That's back-to-back Auburndale turnovers. And the Tigers, now with a 2-point lead, have the basketball. And again, once we start getting 5 minutes or less, Laney Pankratz for 3. I was about to say, once we start getting 5 minutes or less, you never know when teams will just start working the ball around and making teams foul, again with no shot clock. But again, as I was about to say that, instantly Stratford takes a shot. So again, what do I know? That's the announcer's jinx. I'm not much for jinxes, but it does seem like it happens. If I say, a team's going to hold it for the last shot, they instantly take a shot with 25 seconds on the shot clock. Or again, if you bring up, in baseball, bringing up a no-hitter is always, you get yelled at for that. Baseball people get really mad. They get angry at you. I've had fans get angry at me sitting in bleachers having to do some makeshift broadcasts at different places with not necessarily the best places to broadcast, and as Maya Krings misses that free throw. And that's one that fans will get upset about. If you call a no-hitter, if you say, hey, they got a no-hitter right now in the 4th inning, they will be very upset if they give up a hit in their next pitch. Here's going to be another foul. This goes against Auburndale. That'll go against Belanti, and I've got her with 4 fouls. Carly Pankratz to the free throw line, 1-1. Knocks it down. Again, said it earlier, this game, the way it's looking, could come down to free throw shooting, as Sydney Wolf will check in for Maya Katzenberger here. And I wouldn't be shocked to see Katzenberger back in the game pretty soon, and not that long of time, as Tria Tubbs an offensive rebound, and she's fouled. 2 shots coming up for Tria Tubbs, battling on the offensive glass. Foul goes against Sydney Wolf. Misses that free throw. Tubbs knocks down the second. 41-37, Stratford with the lead. Schulte checks into the game. And Auburndale needs points soon if they want a chance of winning this game. It's only 4 points, but again, when you get this late, teams are going to start holding the ball, wasting some clock. And again, points have been tough to come by for Auburndale really in the last 10 minutes or so of this half. Sydney Wolf banks it in. Sydney Wolf, little turnaround J on the inside. And the deficit is now 2. Tigers lead it. Pankratz, the swing over to Casperson, bobbled it for a moment. Drives by Krings, finds Carly Pankratz. Jump shot is short. Battle for the board. Does Stratford get another one? No. Carly Pankratz got on the hardwood to battle for that ball, but just out of her grasp, goes out of bounds. Auburndale basketball now with a chance to tie or take the lead here. Rose Hasenorl runs point, swing over to Anderson. Back over to Krings, top of the key, finds Schulte left wing. Schulte now to Anderson. Anderson attacks, back outside to Hasenorl. Auburndale working it around here, inside to Krings, good look, and she's fouled on the shot. Maya Krings will have a chance to tie this game at the free throw line, as that foul goes against Kayla Casperson. It's her second personal, and we are well into the double bonus now for both sides. Krings knocks down the free throw. A big free throw there, and another one coming up. No good on the second. Stratford remains in the lead by 1. Stieber the other way. In transition, gets her shot blocked by Hasenorl. And that, when you have a 1-point lead, that's a quick shot to take. Wolf the other way, looking to take advantage. She misses the layup. And Stratford ball again with a 1-point lead. We got a whistle and timeout, Stratford. Stratford calls timeout. We will, let's see, we got commercials left. Bailey, yeah, we'll take a break. And we'll be back with more Merriwood South girls basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Stratford basketball, 1-point lead with 3 minutes remaining. And free throw shooting going to loom large here at the end of this game. And I wouldn't expect Auburndale to take that much time if they can't force a turnover to foul. But with that being said, maybe Stratford takes a shot. Takes a tough shot. You don't know. There's a turnover. There it is. Maya Krings comes up with a steal. Skips it ahead to Gracie Hasenorl. Now ahead, and a miscommunication and a turnover. I think Gracie Hasenorl just got a little bit rushed there. Neither Sydney Wolf or Katzenberger were looking for the ball. I think one of them was trying to set a screen for the other, and it just goes out of bounds. That's a costly, costly turnover at this point in the game. Casperson will bring it up for Stratford. Good news is it's still a 1-point basketball game. And that's stolen away, and I think Krings will be called for the foul here, and I think that was a good call. Going to get Krings. I mean, I think she just went through the body that time to get that steal. And Coach Howie doesn't like to call a referee. I think coming by and explaining, I think the referee is saying that she went through the body, I believe. I'm trying to read lips. Can hear pretty well from here, but with my headset on, it's not the easiest to hear as Kayla Casperson misses that free throw. And again, that's likely what it's going to be here. Who can hit free throws at the end of this game as Casperson knocks it down? Auburndale needs to score, though, if they want to get a chance where they're fouled and can head to the free throw line. Down by 2 here. Wolf right wing. Katzenberger is back into the game for Auburndale. We'll see if they look to get it to her, but they turn it over again. Again, there's just been a few too many of those for Auburndale tonight. And that is nearly turned over as Casperson launches up a runner. Again, I just got to think you got to try to waste time if you're Stratford there rather than throw up a contested shot. But Rose Hasenorl goes up with the interior jumper. No good. Foul. And this will be free throws for Auburndale. It'll be Gracie Hasenorl to the free throw line. For 2. She'll have a chance to tie here. And that is on Lainey Pankratz, and that is her 5th. So Lainey Pankratz will be done for the night. Fouls out, and Michaela Stieber checks in for Lainey Pankratz. Free throw just misses. That one was a toilet bowl type of miss if you'll ever see one from Gracie Hasenorl. That one was looked down, but just rims out. And good on the second. So 1 for 2 for Hasenroll, makes it a 1-point game once again. Carly Pankratz brings it up, defended by Krings. Hands off to Casperson. Back over to Pankratz. Pankratz, the high pass, and Maya Krings is there. She's had a couple of big steals at the end of this game. Drives ahead, and a whistle and a carry call against Maya Krings. And again, that has really just been a bugaboo for Auburndale in this game, is some of those just unforced turnovers, some of those carry here, a travel there, just kind of losing the ball here. But again, it's Maya Krings, one of the more probably experienced. I know she was on the team last year as a sophomore and a junior this year. Probably one of the more experienced of the players out there, along with Hope Schulte. But young team, and I think it's showing a little bit here tonight. 42-41, Stratford has the lead, and Rose Hasenroll tried to pick up a foul there, and now Krings does pick it up. And I think, is that 5 on Krings? That is 5 on Maya Krings. So Krings will check out, and someone's going to have to come in for her. It will be the freshman Lily Belanti. So Belanti, who led Auburndale in scoring the last time they played Stratford, comes into the game. Probably not a bad player to have on the court. She's out there because Krings got fouled. But now we're going to have a timeout. And let's take another break. We'll be back in 30 seconds right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Need a new mattress? Mall Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Luda. Welcome back, everybody. Ludacris on the speakers, on the SoundCloud streaming stuff. Probably somebody's Spotify account. Auburndale and Stratford, 1-point game. Stratford leads it. Blues Hair Studio. It's a new year and a new you at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The stylists at Blues Hair Studio are ready to help you be the best version of yourself. Book your appointment for a fresh start in 2024 at Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Double bonus free throws coming up for Carly Pankratz. Good on the first. Now for number 2 here. Pankratz looking to make it a 3-point game. She does. Big free throws there from Carly Pankratz. It is a 3-point basketball game. Auburndale needs to get up a shot quickly. Anderson, and she may have gotten away with a travel there. Goes baseline. Belanti open for 3, and it's good. The freshman, Lily Belanti, comes in off the bench and nails an absolutely clutch ice in her veins 3 from the left wing. Casperson to the basket, no good. Auburndale with a chance to take the lead here. They're going to go fast. Katzenberger inside, a foul. Maya Katzenberger will head to the free throw line for 2 shots with a chance to give the Eagles the lead, but only because Lily Belanti came down and just nailed, nothing but net, right on the money, nailed the tying 3. Katzenberger gives the Eagles the lead. And that's how this game has gone. It's been whenever you think one team's got the lead, they're going to start pulling away. The other team comes back and takes it right back, and Auburndale has done it here, but Stratford is going to have 20 seconds to try to tie it or take the lead. We will keep it here and hear from our friends over at Stratford Homes. Take the first step to building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com today to get started. And an SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. And Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction has been partnering with private and public customers since 1984. Staub Construction has its own service and fabrication department to assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. And Fleet Farm. Get instant savings at Fleet Farm. Skip the wait and take $10 off your purchase of $75 or more in-store or online. Shop now and save on gifts for others or maybe even a gift for yourself. Shop all your favorite everyday essentials and save at Fleet Farm. And get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Stratford basketball, a 2-point game. A chance to tie on this possession or take the lead with a 3. 15 seconds on the clock. Stieber has it. Ahead to Pankratz. Pankratz can shoot the ball. 10 seconds on the clock. 9. Takes the tough fall away. No good. Battle for the board. Tubbs has it and finishes at the rim. 2 seconds on the clock. And I think Coach Alley got a timeout in. Coach Alley was calling for a time. Coach Alley was calling for a timeout, and I think he yelled it with maybe 2 or 3 seconds on the clock. We're gonna get time put on the clock here. I think 1.4, I think, is what was said. 1.4 is going to be left on the clock. Now, in high school basketball, there's no advancing of the ball with a timeout. If that were the rule, that would help, obviously, Auburndale in this spot. But without it, they'll have to take it the full length of the floor here in this game, tied up at 46. So I'm sure there'll be some sort of design play. And I actually have a look. I actually have a really perfect angle eye line at the play that Coach Alley's drawing up. I won't say anything. I'm not going to do that. We're not gonna give away the play on the broadcast. But for my purposes, it helps me. It makes me a little bit more informed with the game. But let's just say Auburndale's going to be drawing up a play to try to get the ball in and score here. This has been quite a matchup here tonight. 46-46 is highly contentious. 4.4 seconds. Okay, 4.4 seconds. That sounds more accurate than 1.4. So we're going to get 4.4 seconds on the clock. That is a huge difference. I thought I heard 1.4, but it was 4.4. That is a huge difference. 3 seconds is a lifetime at the end of these games. 4.4 seconds or point. Right now they have 0.4. Oh, there we go. 4.4 seconds on the clock. And we'll see what Auburndale's got drawn up here. And to the chagrin of Stratford fans, but that was the call. That was the call the refs made. Katzenberger going to go deep to Belanti. She's got it. And a whistle and a travel on Lily Belanti. And that's tough for Auburndale because you turned it over in only 1 second. Now Stratford still has 3 seconds, which is not, you want more time ideally, but it's not impossible to get off a decent shot. But when you get the ball back here, it kind of is. And they're not going to get a shot off. That's going to do it for regulation. We are headed to overtime here in Stratford. 46-46, Auburndale-Stratford tied up. We'll take a break, be back with the overtime period right after this on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back, everybody. It is overtime here from Stratford High School. Auburndale, Stratford, 4 minutes on the clock. And Auburndale trying to stay undefeated in conference play tonight. They are 7-0 in conference. That record on the line here in this matchup against Stratford. And Belanti comes up with the rebound, or with the ball off the jump ball, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Lily Belanti. Foul on Carly Pankratz. First personal. Belanti to the line for 2. Double bonus, and knocks it down. And Belanti can shoot. I mean, in the 2 games I've seen Auburndale play this season, Belanti is, I think, definitely been their most consistent outside shooter in both these Stratford games. Now, she took 2 jump shots tonight, hit them both. She's 2 for 3 from the field. Hasn't taken a lot of shots, but she's got 7 points. Casperson, top of the key, swings it over to Stieber. 3:45 on the overtime clock. Pankratz to Casperson. Stieber open in the corner. She can hit those, but misses that one. Tubbs on the rebound, battle for it. Belanti's in there, and a jump ball. Possession stays with the Tigers. Casperson, a corner 3, open is good. A bottom 3 for Kayla Casperson, and the Tigers reclaim the lead. This has just been this kind of game tonight. Belanti to the basket, blocked by Tubbs. Stratford ball. Tigers the other way. Carly Pankratz skips it over to Hollitz. Back up top to Pankratz. Back out to Hollitz now. Swing over to Casperson. In the corner, Pankratz thought about the 3. Instead, gonna go into the post here for Tubbs. Little back turnaround move. Stieber, the offensive rebound, and good. Michaela Stieber. Her first points come at an excellent time for the Tigers. They lead it by 3 once again. Rose Hasenorl attacks. Had Belanti, didn't see her at first. Now finds Anderson. Back up top to Belanti. 4-3. Another one for the freshman, Lily Belanti. She tied it up in regulation to help send these Eagles to overtime, and now she hits another one to tie it up. I mean, those are just huge threes to keep this Auburndale team in the game. As Tubbs attacks, and she scores. Tria Tubbs had a couple of huge baskets at the end of this game as well. And one specifically. 2-point Stratford lead. Gracie Hasenorl nearly turned that over. Belanti to the basket. Tough shot, no good, and Casperson with the rebound. Now Belanti being ultra aggressive offensively. Again, as she's kind of gotten on a roll here in the second half. 9 points in the second half. Casperson, as the Tigers, you have to think, are just going to look to run clock here and wait to be fouled. They did not do that at the end of regulation. We'll say that, though. They really, I think they put up shots a little bit too quickly at the end of regulation here. And now they're going to work the offense and make Auburndale foul them, which, again, I think with no shot clock in a minute and a half, that's what you need to do. Pankratz the kick out here to Hollitz. Casperson, never mind, puts up the jump shot and an offensive rebound for Stieber. Again, it never fails. Every single time I say the team's going to waste clock off, they launch a jump shot. And now here's a foul. That'll go on Rose Hasenorl. Second personal. Sends Ashley Hollitz to the free throw line. Hollitz with a chance to make this a 2-possession ball game, barring an and 1-3. And she misses the first. Still a chance to make it a 3-point game, which is big. And you have to think if it's a 3-point game, Auburndale might look to try to get Belanti another open look from out there. And it will be. Hollitz knocks it down. Another 3-point lead for Stratford. Can they hold it? Belanti the other way. She'll attack the basket here. Tough shot. And Katzenberger the rebound and a foul down low. Katzenberger will head to the line. But pretty clearly, Tria Tubbs on the foul. Maya Katzenberger to the line for 2 in the double bonus here, but pretty clearly Auburndale, with the way Belante's been shooting the ball, not afraid to go to her offensively at the end of this game. And I would have to say I agree with that strategy. You got another option if you're going for 2. Katzenberger has been really good in the post tonight as well. And I think Tria Tubbs just fouled out. I don't think she had 5, but comes out of the game. Katzenberger knocks down the first free throw. And again, every free throw just huge at this point in the game. And Katzenberger misses the second, her first missed free throw of the game. 6 for 7 on the night. Casperson with the ball. It's a 2-point game. Here's Downey attacking the basket, lost the ball, and a travel. A travel on Cassidy Downey. And again, I have to say, I don't know. I mean, Stratford, there's a time, Auburndale calls timeout here. I just don't know really what Stratford's doing offensively right now at the end of this game. You're up by 2 points. To attack the rim at that point, I don't know. With the way, I mean, both teams have turned it over quite a bit tonight. I mean, Auburndale's got 22, Stratford's now got 20. It just feels like you got a 2-point lead. Work that ball around, and unless you don't want to go to the free throw line, I don't know if that's a strategy. But at the end of this game, it just seems like that Stratford could have worked the clock a little bit more, even at the end of regulation. But they're putting up shots. Really deep 2-point jumpers early. I mean, I was going to say early in the shot clock. There's no shot clock, which is, again, I think proves my point. But it's just been interesting to see. And now Auburndale gets the ball back with a chance to tie or take the lead here. And it'll be interesting to see what Auburndale does offensively. Belante has hit a bunch of shots at the end of this game. She's got 9 second-half points. But throughout the game, the most consistent scorer has been Maya Katzenberger. She's got 15 here tonight. Or excuse me, 18 points for Maya Katzenberger tonight. And you could get it to her in the post. Try to get that going. I think a couple of options here, but with Belante on the outside and Katzenberger on the inside, you might have some good spacing offensively. So Gracie Hasenorl is going to bring it up, kick it over to Rose Hasenorl. Skip over to Belante here. And Auburndale bench, Coach Howie yelling, get going, and Auburndale moving it around here. Rose Hasenorl thought about the shot, and that's a tough runner. And no good. Hollitz with the rebound. And Stratford back with the ball, and Auburndale's got a foul here. I mean, they've got a foul now. They've got a foul yesterday. They've got a foul last week. They've got a foul 2 months ago. They've got a foul, okay, now they do. And that was about 20 seconds that went off that clock with no foul. Again, I think Coach was calling for it from what I could hear. But a lot of time went off that clock as Ashley Hollitz is going to go to the free throw line for double bonus. Knocks it down. Ashley Hollitz can put the Tigers up by 4 here and go a long way to sealing this one for the Tigers. Misses it. Still a 3-point game. But a turnover. Kayla Casperson comes up with a massive steal there. What a play by Kayla Casperson that may have salted this away. She'll have a chance to do it at the free throw line. Foul on Rose Hasenorl, her third. Casperson to the line. She knocks it down. Kayla Casperson has had a huge second half. She's got 14 second half points, 16 total. And she hits both free throws. No points more important than those. A 5-point game. Auburndale has to get up a shot right away. And ideally a 3, but they're going to take a 2 with Sydney Wolf. No good. And a rebound for Hollitz and a foul. And it looks like Stratford is going to hand Auburndale their first conference loss of the season. Ashley Hollitz to the free throw line. And misses that one. But again, with a 5-point lead in 6 seconds, it's pretty close to sealed here as Hollitz makes it a 6-point basketball game. Auburndale's got to get up quickly here. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and that's going to do it. The Stratford Tiger, no, we got a whistle before the game's not over yet. I mean, it is. Stratford's going to win, but we're going to have free throws first. Sydney Wolf's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. So Sydney Wolf will get a chance to add to her stats a little bit here tonight. She's got 4 points. But this game's going to be over. Stratford's going to get the win. It's all about the final score, what it will be here. Wolf misses on that one. Good time to remind you, coming up next, don't go anywhere. Live post-game interviews during your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Coming up, we'll be talking with Coach Christofferson and a Stratford Tiger player. That free throw no good, and that is it. The Stratford Tigers take down the Auburndale Eagles 58-52 here tonight. The Tigers hand the Eagles their first conference loss of the season. Stratford improves to 7-8 overall, 5-4 in conference play. Auburndale falls to 10-4, 7-1 in conference play. We'll take a break. Back with your post-game show. Live interviews after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you. Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Yeah, you can come. No, yeah, I know we're not live now. Just give me a thumbs up. That's what I want. All right. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. Joined now by our Hideouts player of the game, Kayla Casperson. And Kayla, first, just talk a little bit about that game, because that was an overtime game, a conference game here at home for you guys. How did you guys pull that out in the end and wind up able to steal that win?
Well, I think usually we get nervous and stuff, but this time we actually calmed down and actually ran as a team, and we knew we had some points up then, and then we needed to calm down and just work together.
Yeah, and then you had 2 points in the first half, 15 I had you at in the second half. What were you seeing out there in the second half? Some free throws, you shot well from the free throw line at 3 there. What were you seeing out there in the second half where you were able to put up so many points there?
Honestly, I just we lost to the team last week, and I just really wanted to beat them for the team. We just needed a win.
Yeah, and then kind of going off that, you guys, now another win here this season. What does it mean to talk a little bit more about what it means to get a win in conference here again, especially like you mentioned, you guys just played them last week.
It feels really good, really good.
All right, last thing we're going to do is get you in the highlight house. I know you've done this before, so I'll count you down from 3, 2, 1, and then I'll just have you look into the camera and you know what to do after that, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1.
I'm Kayla Casperson, and I'm in the house.
All right, thanks a lot. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, that was our highlight house player of the game, Kayla Casperson. Yep. Coach Christofferson, I'll be standing right here. Thank you. All right, first off, congrats on the win, Coach. And that was a wild game out there. You guys have played now Auburndale twice in the span of a week, kind of how the schedule turned out this year. Overtime game. You had a 3-point lead going into in regulation. Auburndale was able to get it back, had another 3-point lead, then you closed it out there in overtime. How are you guys able to close it out and get the win in overtime?
It's just hard work. Those girls just gutted it out, and we've been talking. We've had a tough stretch here. We haven't been able to finish games. We've had a few where we have 4 games that we've lost by under 5 points, and we've had some trouble scoring. And tonight, our theme since the last time we played them was to play 36 minutes, and they pointed out that they played 40 tonight in the locker room. And and they recovered. We have a heartbreaking. We're really hoping for the best with Sailor. It's they just rallied tonight, and I just said we have to refuse to lose. We have to gut this one out, and I could not be more proud of them. It was a huge win for them, and I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, and then you talked about your offense a little bit, but what sticks out to me watching you guys a few games this year, or a good amount of your games this year, is defensively against a lot of teams. You've held teams to some of their lowest point totals this year, and talking to other coaches, call you guys a scrappy team, stuff like that. You're a tough team to play defensively. Talk about how you kind of coach defensively and what you guys do defensively, where it just seems like other teams they don't get that many open shots. It doesn't seem like.
It's kind of funny because it's nothing fancy. We play 99.9% man. but we work on it every day. And honestly, we've never been a team in Stratford that's been overly gifted in the scoring department. So I learned long ago that if we aren't scoring a whole lot, we can't let other teams score a whole lot. So I always say it starts on the defensive end. When you play good defense, good things happen on offense. And we're starting to find a rhythm and a balance on offense. And the thing that helps us is, I mean, we oftentimes have a different leading scorer every night, and we just need consistency with that. And so I always say we're a work in progress, and we have to just keep working hard, and there's no rest. You look forward to our schedule all the way through February, and it is tough, tough, tough. So we get back in the gym Monday, and we have 2 tough conference games again next week.
Yeah, well, thanks for your time, Coach. Congrats on the win tonight. Yep.
Thank you.
All right, that was Coach Christofferson and our Highlight House player of the game, Kayla Casperson. Thanks to both of them for joining us after the game tonight. And tonight, the Stratford Tigers, they hand Auburndale their first conference loss here of the season this year. They improved to 5-4 in conference play, 7-8 overall here this season. And again, Coach talked about it a little bit there. Again, it's been some offensive struggles this year, but the consistent thing for Stratford so far this season has been their defensive side of the floor. Not a lot of open shots even for Auburndale tonight, with the exception of a couple of Belanti threes that you got good looks on. Other than that, not a lot of good looks either side. A defensive battle tonight. It's what we expected. Overtime win for Stratford. That brings us to the end of our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. And that's going to bring us to the end of our broadcast here tonight. From myself, Cale Jacoby, alongside Bailey Miller doing the production here tonight. I want to thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Zaleski Sports.